Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News from a Catholic Perspective. I'm Wyatt Goolsby, in for Lauren Ashburn. Republicans retract their bill to replace Obamacare and defund Planned Parenthood after struggling to get enough votes to pass the measure. This comes despite a marathon week of negotiations and today's last-minute dash. Correspondent Jason Calvi reports just feet from the House floor. Jason?
Wyatt, Republicans called an emergency meeting just as that vote was supposed to take place. It's there they heard the news directly from Speaker Paul Ryan, who then spoke to the media.
This is a setback, no two ways about it. But it is not the end of the story, because I know that every man and woman in this conference is now motivated more than ever to step up our game, to deliver on our promises.
The chairman of the Energy and Commerce Committee, Greg Walden, who's helped shepherd the Obamacare replacement, says the bill is dead. Democrats filling the House floor, as well as those in the gallery, erupted into cheers when they heard the news. This follows an intense week of lobbying, but the votes just weren't there.
Do you have the votes? Do you have the votes?
Trying to get an answer to that question, reporters have camped out in front of Speaker Ryan's office for days, inside a flurry of meetings and wheeling and dealing.
There's a lot of discussions happening right now.
To get unhappy Republicans on board, the House approved a last-minute change to their health care bill earlier today.
The yeas are 230.
But Democrats slammed the changes.
My colleagues on the other side of the aisle should be ashamed.
Vote no on this bill.
The young lady's time has expired.
While Illinois Republican Darren LaHood says the bill isn't perfect, he says it's needed.
In my district, premiums have gone up exponentially over the last 4 years. So people are very frustrated in my district. And if we do nothing, Obamacare fails. It collapses. The trajectory of it cannot survive. So we can't sit on our hands. We got to do something about that.
And Arizona Republican Trent Franks is part of the conservative House Freedom Caucus, which has criticized the GOP bill. But Franks says he likes that it would strip Planned Parenthood's federal funds for 1 year.
I think that the sands of time should blow over this Capitol dome we stand under before taxpayers are forced to give one more dime of their hard-earned money to this organization called Planned Parenthood, who has promoted the senseless and torturous killing of the most innocent of all human beings for decades.
So what's next? The lawmakers I spoke with say they don't know the answer to that question, but they will be back to work here at the Capitol on Monday after this crushing defeat for President Trump and Speaker Paul Ryan and their long promise to defund Planned Parenthood and repeal Obamacare. Wyatt?
Correspondent Jason Calvi reporting from Capitol Hill. Thanks, Jason.